Round of 8. This is the still winner bracket, the first match for Ente and Cash. Two MTW players facing each other, fighting for the next spot in the winner bracket semi-final, where they will meet Foggy or Johnny Cage. Ente, I think, the underdog here in the matchup against Cash. Cash was doing so great against Happy in the MTW Legendary Cup. Ente actually not too bad either, especially on the one map Last Refuge. But in the end, he stood no chance. Oh, that was against Hawk, actually. Not against Happy. Yeah. But alright. Amazonia is our first map. Here we have the two players. The tale of the tape. Updating now. There we go. Russia versus Germany. Both know each other. Both are teammates. Enter the latest addition to the MTW roster with Lucifer in a bit of a slump. But Cash, man, if he's prepared, he is one of these favorites in this entire qualifier, alongside Happy, Foggy, and Hawk, of course. Thorzane showing some weaknesses here today. So, will we see an upset? Will Ente make it? The only German in this tournament, alongside 5 Russians, 1 Ukrainian, 1 Swede. Let's go, Amazonia. Ente was
Which one of the MTW boys? Am I muted? No?
No.
No, right? No. Which one of the MTW boys will make it out here? So far, favorites have prevailed. Let's see if this continues. We have Ente starting off with a Ted Fiend build order, sending out the Scouting Acolyte Cat with a normal build. But what is the hero gonna be is the question. Farseer. I thought so. I thought this might be the pick. Cash seems to be a big fan of that hero recently, against Undead especially. And here we go. Seeing it on AZ to start with, probably with a Lightning Shield creep. And I wonder, what side is he going to play along with this? It's a really versatile hero. You can play it on one base, tech heavy on tier 3 with Wind Riders. That's more kind of a ladder strat. Normally here on the highest level, the strat that we see most of the time is going to be the tier 2 expansion with Raiders and a TC, which can be very strong, something that Lin was playing for a long time in this matchup. But Cash, yeah, he still has time here to choose. Going for a 2 Burrow tech, so it's going to be slightly delayed, but perhaps he can skip out on the shop. Really, I'm not so sure. We'll see.
Historically, Cash almost always has the upper hand in this direct and counter. Ente won him once, and that was the WGL 2018 Winter European Qualifier number 2 with a 2-1. That was the winner bracket quarterfinal as well, so basically a rematch, but they, that was the last encounter between them. Finally breaking that lose streak, but Ente said, oh, I just got from work, I had 2 practice games, so maybe not that prepared as he should. He also said on Twitter that that work this week was really hard on him, while I guess Cash has the time to play full-time. Not 100% sure, but I think so.
Interesting start here by Ente, by the way, going for the 4 ghoul tech, as it seems, 5 ghouls even. He went for the Lightning Shield creep here first. It's going to be delaying his tier 2 immensely, but got level 2 right away, and plus 9 damage from the items. Plus he got a Tome of Strength as well, by the way, so this is a plus 10 damage DK. Normally, not really a damage dealing first hero, but when you get all those items, certainly respectable right clicks. And the tech isn't even going to be too far behind, with Cash teching rather slowly here himself. And both heroes now gonna be level 2 in a second. Oh, actually, focusing the Farseer here. Has to fear those right clicks. Farseer always a squishy hero.
And there's Claws, and there's Gauntlet, it's plus 9 on the DK. Fear Frostmourne, my little Farseer. But yeah, he's able to run it off. He did not go for a shop. It was double burrow, no shop tech. So still rather fast. But yeah, no heal cells at the moment for him. He has the cloak, he can go into the shadows as it's nighttime now. But Ente, I think, playing it well so far.
Yeah, with this unusual opening, I haven't seen this opening by anyone before. I wonder, has Happy come up, Ente come up with this by himself? He may have. Canceling the clarity here would be worth something, even investing the coil, the DK now left with only that single coil for quite a while. Still no fiends coming out. Second ziggurat for Ente is really late, so... Oh, and he getting surrounded in the middle of the map. Oh, does he? Can he walk his way out of there? Whew. Hero skeleton.
dangerous position. Very dangerous position. Could have been the town portal, and then later when you face a TC or a Shadow Hunter with Hex or Stomp. This is really dangerous. Level 2 for the Farseer now with Chain Lightning, so maybe Acolyte Hunt is possible now when he's far away from the Undead base. And Ente is buying himself some more time. Not forgetting about the Ziggurat. First Fiends are coming. And the DK, as he got level 2, gets some healing there as well. But with the 3 grunts, he can creep more now, getting more experience off the map. This will always be experience that is not going to the Undead player. Second hero is a TC with a Bestiary behind it, but creep jack by Ente.
Ghouls were coming here with the intention of just, you know, creeping this for themselves, and the experience actually goes to the Farseer. Both those kobolds would love to get us around here, but Scroll of Speed seems to be able to get everything out of harm's way. Oh no, gets the grunts around it, but gives up on it. Ghouls, a little too squishy.
Maybe wants the Taskmaster as well. Things are not really dropping low for Cash. He's still in good condition. Can't be the same for Ente here. One more coil ready now. Wolves resummoned. So who's gonna get that Taskmaster? Does he want to invest that coil? I doubt it.
Lots of experience. Another big item. Both players want it. The TC comes out. The Lich is trailing behind a little. Of course, Tech was faster. And with the TC coming, I guess this should be Cash's.
I agree. TC's almost there. Not decided for a skill yet. Should be Storm though. No tier 3, going Bestiary and Warmill. Enter on the other side, waiting for his tier 3, but it just started, so the Lich is coming. That's gonna be good.
Popping the Scroll of Speed here pretty aggressively. Wants to get that Stomp into Surround, but the Fiend for Ente evading it so far. Now he's got the Stomp in range, and that Surround sticks. Oh, the Wolves actually run out. Oh my god, how unlucky for Cash.
Second time he gets out of a Surround, just barely. But Ente is struggling. He is not allowed to lose big stuff at the moment.
But the Farseer has no mana for Chain Lightning. Both Scrolls of Speed were gone, were used. That's a big deal. Both Scrolls used, so that takes away so much aggressive potential. So Ente can feel somewhat safe now, perhaps, but now Ensnare is coming in. We have the first Raider. Oh, Ensnare is not ready yet. Coil invested aggressively to get this creep blasted. Means he doesn't have it anymore for healing. And Cash wants to get another kill. He said at the Legendary Cup he loves playing aggressively, and now he's finally gonna be rewarded with the first big kill. The Ensnare.
Nice block as well with the Raider in front. No mana potion on this DK, so yeah, far away from level 3. Thank you, Keku Beaver, for the sub.
But only one kill here so far. Experience still very even between the two. And this is a tier 1 orc going up soon against a tier 3 undead. That is not what you want if you're the orc. If you're tier 2, then at least you want to have the economic advantage. And a peon is moving out. Looks like Cash wants to set up an expansion. But this is gonna be very late.
True, and I think with a tier 3, Ente should be able to punish this. Big invul potion though, nice to have.
Yeah.
No sign of a tier 3, of course, with the investment into tech. 3 headhunters already, and Kodo. But Ente has some time, and he needs that time so desperately.
The Lich, though, is looking pretty scary already.
That's rare on this map.
Yep, got the double claws. Fairly fortunate there. Good Skeleton Scout. Sees the Raiders coming in early. Ente might be able to retreat without losing any Fiends. Ente doesn't really want to fight yet before Destroyer form is ready. And it's about to be ready in just a moment. But experience is starting to be an issue. DK, he needs that level 3 desperately. Almost expected Cash to continue being aggressive to not allow him the space to creep. For example, the natural where he is right now. But Cash says, alright, I'm gonna let you creep. I want to creep up a little bit myself. Double level ups here for the Orc. TC now with the Aura. Farseer now with his own level 3. And the Flute isn't even too bad here for these Headhunters.
True. Also, for the Farseer, well, it's not the biggest right click, but the most important thing is the experience here, getting so close to level 3. DK actually needs another spot, maybe the Orange Trolls, but we have Ghoul Frenzy now. Is it time to push, even though it's not a level 3 DK? And thank you, Zucker Twitch, for the prime sub.
Frenzy Ghoul, timing push. Okay, here we go with the Dark Ranger. With good control, these headhunters can be in trouble right away, and the first Nova is gonna hit big time. Where is it? There we go, finding the headhunters now. TC has to stomp one of the two, either Fiends or the Ghouls. He can't really stomp everything, it seems, and DK now is his level 3 acquiring over there. Focusing next onto the Kodo Beast, that would be the biggest kill, of course. Destroyer being saved there, the statue will not be getting lost, and the Kodo does get taken out with a Nova. And Ente finds this opening here, and with that, is going to find the expansion cast.
I like it. I like Ente's play here for sure. Is the damage enough for this expansion? Certainly looks like it. 1 Ghoul still remaining, 2 Destroyers in the air. No statue on the ground, though. No region for Ente at all, so he has to run before the next engagement, and he's doing exactly that. Cash stopped from mining from 2 gold mines. But now we need more statues. Ente at 400 gold. Not producing at the moment.
It's looking great for the German. This is still, it may sound simple, but this is what it's all about. It's tier 3 versus tier 2 on one base. This is always going to be horrible for the Orc. Unless his hero levels perhaps are completely out of control. Which they're not. Level 3 Farseer is okay, level 3 TC is okay, but it's not enough to win a fight by themselves. New Peon coming out, trying to set up the expansion again, but no, that's not going to happen.
No.
Ente now pushing towards the main.
No reinforced defenses in the main. Ente is diving deep for this. Old school undead. Magic damage, of course, and the big fiend damage coming in. Keeps Cash at 50 supply, can't follow up, so that was already worth it. Destroyer being saved by a coil, but will fall in the end thanks to the piercing damage. Ente just wants as many burrows as possible. Stopped by the stomp at the moment, giving him some time for repair, but the fiends in the end killing that second one as well. Chain Lightning is not getting the kill on that fiend. And that is 47 supply, no expo, tier 2 Russian Orc versus tier 3 44 supply, not supply stuck German undead.
Who's continuing to creep now a little bit more as well. Lich is getting close to level 3, and level 3 Lich against only tier 2 Orc is outstanding. With those Berserkers being the only anti-air that is available against the Destroyers, may have a tough time. In the middle of the map, they're meeting again. DK has to pop the mana potion to be in a position to fight. Silence on the TC. Is he going to break out of it with the invul? Certainly is! And hits the perfect stomp as well. Getting the first fiend right away. The stomp is cooling down. And suddenly Cash is finding an opening here. Kodo gets off the Devour. That's one more fiend gone. And suddenly, it's only the single fiend left standing.
Oh, double level ups here. Triple level up for the Dark Ranger Lich and the Farseer. Nova should be hitting big. Destroyer still safe to the back. Lich in trouble now. There is a coil. Keeps him alive with a plus 17 damage. Is super nice. Dispel against the Wolves ready at 2. And Cash still 42 supply. A big supply lead. But the undead heroes are still strong. But are they as strong as they should be without a statue? I doubt that.
Farseer dropping low. There's going to be a Coil Nova in just a second. Heal Scroll, though, keeps him safe for now. And the Scroll of Speed as well to back it up. But so hard now to deal with his heroes. There's no Raiders here for Ensnare. The Dark Ranger and the Lich continuously putting out more damage. Healing on the Farseer in the back, getting cancelled. Is he going to Nova this now? The Lich is really fast with that aura, but Farseer gets away. Ensnare on the DK, Coil Nova on the Raider, and Ente has to TP out of this.
Lich is still in trouble, but no stomp, no chain lightning. Actually, he was coming in with the chain lightning almost ready. Ooh, Ente, that fight was not yours, man.
No, got completely blindsided there. That was much worse than it should have been, honestly. And Cash back into this game, absolutely, because his expansion is pretty close to done.
So what's Ente's plan now? No Acolyte. He needs mana above all other things. Has to recreate a few ghouls for the income and some damage. Cash at 50. It seems like... Nice kill. Seems like this Burrow Go wasn't doing at all.
Yeah, the best time to supply block your opponent is when he's also losing army, but he didn't lose army, so he was still left with a decent force. And now once again the TC coming in with a stomp. Epicenter into everything. All ghouls, all fiends stunned. Both fiends gone already. The last destroyer, the second last, gets taken out. A single destroyer plus the heroes. That is what Ente has left. Can he still fight with this now?
And he's going for
Taking
hero
out
kills,
Qualifier.
trying to go for hero kills, but Cash always retreating with his fast here, not going in the danger zone, throwing another chain lightning, annihilating these ghouls in the front row so they can't bring the damage onto these raiders. They're falling in the end anyway. We have Death Pack, but no other consumables anymore. He can't reach, and the big axe decapitates him. And this is a level 5 Torrent Chieftain. And that should be the game for Cash. A lot of units hurt, but he can't chase. Without the DK, there's no coil.
And Snare ready. 1, 2, couple of right clicks. That's it. GG. And Cash fighting his way back into this game. Takes the first map.
But man, that was close. That one fight for Ente was so good.
Yeah.
But then he threw it away. Was he like... Sometimes when you have that lead, you get a little anxious about winning. Was that the case here too?
I think I'm just speculating here, but it seemed to me like he was perhaps feeling a little too safe. He wasn't ready for a fight to come, and he took a horrible beginning to that engagement, where he, lost that game. He had an advantage in that match, absolutely. But it slipped out of his hands.
Between Foggy and Johnny Cage is still 0-0. So no updates from the second qualifier, from the fourth qualifier that is running at the same time.
Second map, Northern Isles, if I saw that right. Yes, it is.
Ooh,
Much bigger than
Stoker just updates us that Johnny Cage
What?
won the game against Foggy.
Are you serious?
I just see it now on the High to Chaco stream. What the hell is going on?
Dude. Eliminating Sonic earlier in the open qualifier. Leading against Foggy. Dude, Johnny Cage, what the hell is going on with this kid?
20-year-old Russian talent, man. That's what's going on.
Did he play random? Probably
I don't
played
know.
human.
I don't know. He got human. I don't know if he played random or if he picked human. But yeah, here we have the players again. Russia versus Germany goes into round number 2. Cash took the lead, but it wasn't easy at all. And now, Ente's pick. It's Northern Isles. And it's match points for Cash.
Alright, different opening builds here as it seems. Enter switching it up, going back to the old school fast fiend late DK opening. On Cash's side is of course the altar first. No skipped barracks or anything like that. This isn't ladder. We're going to be playing this seriously. Is it going to be Farseer again, is the question. Not necessarily the greatest Farseer map. There's no lightning shield creep here. There's not too many medium creeps at all, which usually wolves are good against. Also, if you want to expand, not the easiest camp to do it with. The natural can be crept with the rock golem pull, but usually we don't see that from orcs. Wouldn't be too surprised to see the Blade Master here, and it is indeed the case. Alright, this is looking pretty standard here so far.
Yeah, Blade Master against early fiends it is. So, most likely a normal tier 3 game.
I would assume so. Absolutely. 2 borrow from Cash.
Huh.
He cancelled the Blade Master.
Oh, wow.
Cancelled the Blade Master going back to the Farseer. That is extremely unusual, obviously. Changed his mind. Okay. A little indecisive. I mean, the first 2 minutes, all he had to think about, or the first minute at least, was the first hero. But last second, changing his mind. With 1 grunt in the Farseer, can you creep the Tuskars right away? Would be pretty tough. But ideally, you want to leave that camp for the second hero anyways. Yeah. So probably going to be going for the green first instead.
So, exactly how would you rank that Fiend opening for Ente?
I always feel it's a map-dependent thing. Ideally, you want to go fast hero late fiends. Primarily because it gives you a faster tech, to get Lich out faster, to get tier 3 up faster. But on some maps, it's really hard to creep with DK and skeletons only. This is one of those maps. to creep well with DK and skeletons, you need either lightning shield creep or a lot of medium armor creeps. That is not the case here. Most creeps on Northern have heavy armor. So it's going to be tough to creep with a DK solo. So I think it's understandable to go for the Fiends. But yeah, it's going to be a later tech. This is not the ideal opening. Normally you want to have a fast DK. But of course you have to be able to creep in the early game. Can't just stay level 1 forever.
Absolutely correct. So we are going for the Rock Golem for cash. No peon just yet. He's teching. Tier 1 expansion basically undoable in this matchup in general for Orc.
Skeleton coming in.
No,
that
no,
would have
no,
been
no,
a
no.
sick last hit.
Boots of Speed, nice for harass.
Yep. For the TC later on, also always really good.
Yes.
Which is most likely gonna be again. Oh, almost got that Mud Golem last hit there with a skeleton. DK, by the way, going 3 Fiend tech. That's really unusual. And he's forgetting about the tier 2 now, accumulating more resources. This is starting to become a very, very late tech. Does he want to... Ente, you got 550 gold. There we go. Oh, bam. Dude, that is a good 40 seconds behind the norm.
Half a tech behind against cash. This is not supposed to happen really, as you're so reliant on your orb. But okay, DK progress is okay. Starting to gather some items for the Lich as well. Creeping, of course, is super easy now for both players, actually. And Cash is doing it right and creeps the cannibalized one first. Listening to you.
I like to see that. Oh, so close to seeing him here, but it's nighttime. I think it was just barely not in range. Ente was looking for the expansion. That's not the case. And now sees a lot of hurt grunts. Oh, that's a welcome sight indeed. But there's a Skull of Speed. Cash with the patience, even going for that last little Murloc, which is level 3. And with that, the level 2 Wolves. And without any panic, just walks away, not even popping the scroll.
Yeah.
Cash with all the calmness in the world.
But look at this inventory from DK. This is so perfect for a Lich. Too bad the Lich is a little too late.
And the Wolves are pretty strong right now. Fast movement speed, good damage. No Frost Armor to deal with them, and obviously no Dispel to deal with them either. And the Farseer here confidently standing in the middle of the map. He has some Sentry Wards as well, which can grant him great vision.
Forces are under attack.
Planet 1 at the tavern already.
And
it feels like he's got an expansion coming up, but he really doesn't.
Yeah.
The way he's playing this.
Ente was trying to get these wolves for a little bit more experience. Cash is trying to block these fiends for a little bit more damage. Both works okay, but doesn't result in the big kills just yet. But once again, Ente's struggling with level 3.
Yeah, with the Lich coming out, it's going to be much easier. But it's late. Again, very late.
Speaking of again, TC again, Beastery again, early Warmill again. Same build as we've seen on AZ.
And Cash still has the resources to go squeeze in an expansion here somewhere. Ah, okay, I guess he didn't really. Having to go for more items from the shop. And the first Raider. The build is working out nicely for him, spending his resources well. And the 4 grunts. He could start power creeping with the TC and those grunts now if he wants.
I think he's going to be doing that. Marketplace up for grabs. And going only for the little Murlocs here. Still no level 3. Slaughterhouse now. Lich is coming. 1/4, 1/3 done.
Oh, he could cancel the Slaughterhouse with the Wolves maybe. Is that enough damage? It should be. Ente threatening the surround here on the Farseer. And why is the Slaughterhouse so far forward? Usually that should be placed somewhere in the back. That is an unnecessary mistake.
And Cash is getting close to level 2 here. Health Stone for him as well. Prevents nuking. And the first Raiders are coming. Plus the peon is moving out. He does have the necessary resources. Either Cash seems to be pretty happy with his opening.
And there we go now. Time for the Great Hall. Boom! Ready to go up to 50 as well. Scroll of Speed here, popped on the TC. That seems to have been a misclick. Oh, Farseer into the main. Good old Acolyte harass. Boom, gets that kill. Onto 1 Acolyte at least. We are more than 50% in the tech, but that's still going to be expensive.
Absolutely. Maybe the second one as well, but there should be a coil and micro against this.
Farseer perhaps now getting surrounded. Oh, but he's so fast with the boots. Look at those boots, Neo.
Is it a good item, Remo? Oh, trying it again.
Outstanding. Oh, nice.
There we go. No
Well
stab.
done with the Nova.
So this is a TP.
A town is under siege.
But worth the TP.
Yeah, absolutely.
He
Only
slowed-
4 workers alone. And he has to move them in and out. This is already
Wait.
250 gold.
He lost the other acolyte as well.
Yep.
Just to the wolves. Oh no. Wasn't paying attention to it anymore. Was only looking at the Farseer. Ouch, ouch, ouch. That hurts. TC now level 3. Given the boots, given the ring, has the Hellstone as well. Looking very strong once more.
Tanky dude, man. And he's bloodthirsty. You can see it on his movement. Let me go to battle. I want to stomp. And this is exactly what we will see in a bit. DK is coming in with a no rod of necromancy. Okay, it's here. But man, this pendant of energy also pretty sweet. Ente got a lot of gifts in this game.
Obsidian Statue, the best kill you can always hope for, will be traded for a Raider, but I guess that's it. It's a long Congo line for Cash. It's taking forever for the rest of the army to come back in. And, alright, 2-for-1 trade so far. And now, no end snares anymore. The Wolves, will they once again find a kill by themselves? This shouldn't happen. Oh, the Lich in trouble, has to be careful. The coil is too late.
He
The
was...
Chain Lightning enough for the kill.
How often did I say this? If you stun, try to get the DK as well so there is no healing, and that's exactly what happened here. Max range stun, but basically by Cash, getting that double disable, no healing from the DK, and then the Lich falls. He can have all the damage he wants. If there's no coil, he dead, and Cash now with the expansion up with 1 foot in the winner bracket semifinal.
Peon's coming over already from the lumber. Perfect transition. He's got more than enough lumber here on tier 2. He doesn't really need much.
Are under attack.
And yeah, it is looking like the 2-0 here. Again, would be another 2-0, man. We have short series here so far. It's not over yet, though. The Lich has a strong inventory. The DK has plenty of mana as well. But he can't afford to keep losing units. And still flies into the DK.
Heroes! There is a TP. Is the damage enough with another chain lightning? I think he doesn't have it. Last second. Trying to nuke the Farseer, but he passes over the Helpstone. Cash playing pretty great here, to be fair.
Forces are under attack.
No mistakes, really.
Seeing the Ogre Magi now in the big consumable. 1 of mana ceiling. Not bad for the TC at all. Every bit of mana is valuable. And snare on the destroyer. So far forward, there's no saving that one.
Still trying to. And Snare doesn't last forever. Saves it over the trees.
Alright, it's the duration there actually. Short enough. TC wants to run out of here without having to use the Healthstone and gets away with that Swirl of Speed. Losing a couple of grunts here is okay. Cash is rich, by the way. Almost 1,000 gold there a moment ago.
61 supply now as well. And is still trying to chase. Trying to get kills. But Cash is playing this very smart. Always slows the undead down. Dark Ranger, of course, as well. Or now as well. More creeping. Would love to have a level 3 or 4 Lich. But that doesn't work this way. Invul potion instead of a TP.
And no invul for Cash here. That's the one issue. Hero focus always a danger against undead heroes. Ente is not too high level yet, but the inventory is looking good for the right clicks. Coil Nova on the Raider. Will get that kill, but costs him a lot of mana. TC running in, looking for the perfect stomp, but there is the silence.
For just a second. Now he runs out again. Dark Ranger's already low. That was the coil. And that was the perfect stomp. Except one fiend. He stomped everything.
And now there's no more silence to worry about. There's another stomp ready, using it. Right now. Invul coming in first. Lich dropping lower as well. There is no coil anymore. No, there is the last coil. Another TC. He might be falling, actually. No invul on him. We talked about this before. A big problem, but he gets the second hero kill first. Both second heroes die, and the DK dies. Ente left without any heroes. GG. Well played. 2-0 for Cash.
Triple kill by Cash. And indeed, that was well played. I am in awe of these stomps. They were pretty much perfect. Max range, max targets, great timings. Damn. A TC in the hand of Cash is officially a weapon of mass destruction now.
The tier 2 style there works out even without an early expansion. Just, I guess in the first game, there was an opening there. I still think Ente had the lead, but well, alright. He's gonna have another chance in the lower bracket. He's not out yet. He'll be dropping down to play against either
Johnny
Foggy or Johnny Cage.
Yeah.
Where Johnny Cage had the lead, man. Crazy.
That is pretty insane indeed. Will Foggy drop to the lower bracket? That would be unheard of.